Okay, I'm going to attempt to film part 2 of the times I was an atheist. So the second time that I was an atheist, I was going through just having a lot of questions and not being able to see how it all added up, just doubts, general. And I was talking to a cousin of mine who told me about an HBO documentary, not documentary, I'm sorry, but like a stand up sort of thing by a woman named Julia Sweeney, I believe was her name, and it was about atheism, how she became an atheist. And strangely, the day that she mentioned this to me, I happened to go to my in law's house who have HBO. I don't have HBO. And my son was, busy and occupied, and I was able to watch the whole thing from start to finish. And in a lot of ways, that finished me off for a while. We were having our house built, and I went to live with my mom for a summer while we finished having our house built. And I really grew back into my faith. And I was back in my apartment where I had been living when I'd been having all these doubts. And I was doing laundry, and I had this thought that said, there is no God. And I thought it was really odd because I had not been thinking along those lines for a month probably. And to have this thought come seemingly out of nowhere in my head with my own voice, I identified that as, a demon, an oppressive spirit, something like that. And it made me, question how much of my thoughts about atheism were really coming from me, and how many might be thoughts that were placed into my head. So I just present that to you to think about. It's something that occurred to me that the place that I was living in, that apartment, was a lot more charged with evil. There was a lot of bad relationships and bad things that went down in that place. And I just think that there's a possibility that could be a stronghold for evil spirits, and they were just really attacking me during that time. So look into that. Look into whether or not maybe you believe in demons or evil spirits. But try not to get discouraged when you read these things, because God is more powerful than all of them, even though they, according to the Catholic faith, they are intelligent beings, and, they can really do you damage, but God is more powerful than them. So if you're a servant of God, if you're throwing yourself on God to protect you, you're in the right hands. So what I was going to say, I already have my video about, evidence for being a person of faith. But I was going to say one more thing, and it is ask, seek, knock. In the Bible, there is a verse that says, ask and you shall receive. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open for you. And the reason I share this with you is because my spiritual journey, and being a person who came to faith, who wanted faith, you must pursue faith. If you are an atheist and you don't want to be an atheist, which honestly that was me. You have to ask, that the Lord will help you understand, that the Lord will reveal himself to you. You have to do some work on your own. If you want to be an atheist and you want to stay there, this video really isn't for you. This is for the person who's an atheist but wishes they could have faith. They just don't understand how. And that is my advice, is to ask, seek, and knock. Seek answers. It's okay to go to a Catholic church, go to a priest, ask them all your questions. They want to talk to you. And it won't be a high pressure situation where they want to convert you right now. And if it is, that's kind of not the norm. There is